everyone. Welcome to our second installment of 15 minutes of yoga. And in today's class we're going to focus on the legs, stretching out the backs of the legs and the feet. So for class today you need a couple of books, so grab them, and also a folded up blanket. We're going to use this to sit on. So come into your cross-legged seat and sit up onto your blankets. And we're going to inner spiral the legs so that we're sitting right up onto our sit bones, and an inner spiral will help to get the spine in the correct position. So you bring your right hand to your lower back and you should have a nice natural curve in the lower back. And maybe a blanket isn't enough, you might need to sit up on maybe another blanket or a cushion. And find a comfortable seat. Take a deep breath in like we did yesterday. Lengthen the sides of your body, roll your shoulders back and soften on your exhale. And do that again. Inhale and lengthen from your hips up through the sides of your body. And as you exhale, roll your shoulders back and down and soften. Keep that height. Do it one more time. Lengthen, roll your shoulders up, back and down, and keep the length, but soften your skin. Soften the outer body over that full inner body. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. And notice how your breath is today. Is it smooth and deep? Does it feel choppy? Is the exhale long? Do you feel it in your chest, in your belly? Begin to notice the breath in your nostrils. Feel the cool air as it enters your nostrils. And then the warmer air as it leaves. Now see if you can notice the breath in the back of your throat. And watch it on the same journey back out. Go a little bit further and see, can you feel the breath in your ribs? And for the last few rounds of breath, can you feel the breath in your belly? Allow your belly to fill with breath. Full, deep breath. Take another full breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale, open your eyes. And we'll begin in our seat again. So I'm just going to turn to the side. You can stay exactly where you are. And stretch your legs out in front. And again, I'm sitting up on something. And do that manual spiral of the legs. And activate your feet. Bring your fingertips behind you. Lean back into your fingertips a little bit and lift your heart. Get that same nice long side body. And then point and flex your feet a few times. Beginning to get into the back of the legs and the front of your shins. Point and flex, point and flex. And then activate both feet. So you're flexing your feet, drawing your toes towards your body, and bend your right knee and allow your knee to come out to the side. Bring your foot to your inner thigh. So there may be space in between your knee and your on the floor, and you could prop that up with some of your books. Keep your feet active, keep both feet active. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Just walk your hands forward any amount. Remember, this is the very start of this 15 minutes, so we're not going to force ourselves somewhere where our body doesn't want to be. All you want is to get a nice stretch in the back of the leg. Walk your hands back in. Stretch out the right leg, bend the left. Again, prop the knee, activate both feet, lengthen up, side side body long, shoulder blades onto your back. So find the length first and then begin to walk your hands forward. So I'm not looking to grab my foot. And maybe you can, but that's not what that's not the aim here. The aim is just to get the nice length in the back of the leg. Keep your foot active, keep your toes drawing back towards your body. Take another couple of breaths. Stay with the sensation. And walk your hands back in. Move the books up, back out to the side. And then come to hands and knees. Leave your blanket or your pillows to the side. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Let's wake up the spine a little bit. Inhale, lift your head, lift your sit bones, look up. Exhale and round your back. Flow with your breath. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, draw in. Lengthen and draw in. Come to a flat back and engage your belly. So you don't want your belly hanging down. And actually a very easy way to do this is to give a cough. And when you cough, you feel your belly engage, and keep that engagement. Press into your hands and stretch your right leg back. Move forward a little. Stretch your right leg back. Toes tucked under. Press into the back heel. Keep the belly engaged. Arms are strong. Nice handprint on the mat. And then switch sides. Tuck your left toes under. Press your heel back. Stretch into the back of the left leg. Bend both knees. Tuck your toes under and begin to walk your hands back. So the toes are tucked in underneath, and you want to make sure the little toe is tucked in underneath. And keep walking your hands back until maybe your bum rests on your heels. We're going to stretch out the back of the feet here. This may be where you are. This may be where you stay. Or walk your hands back, and maybe come to bring your shoulders more over your hips. And then press your toes down into the floor, like you're trying to activate your toes. You push them down and you may feel a little bit of a lift. And we stay here for a couple of breaths. Let's give our shoulders a bit of attention. Take our mind away from our toes for a second. Another couple of rounds, the shoulders. And then walk the hands forward again. Lift your toes and give them a shake. You can even tap them against the floor. Really good to stretch out the feet. With your toes tucked in underneath again, take a deep breath in, side body long, shoulder blades onto your back. Tone your belly, give that cough. Keep the tone in your belly and then lift up to a bent knee down dog. So don't straighten your legs here, bend the knees just like we did yesterday. Hug your upper arms towards your ears. And then stretch out one leg. So just get into the back of one leg. And then switch sides and go to the other side. Keep pushing from your heart into the floor. Push the earth away from you. Bend your knees again. Drop your knees down and then step your right foot forward between your hands. Engage your legs here. Bring your hands up onto your knees. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead into a low lunge. So make your legs strong and do that by hugging your foot and knee towards each other. Keep that strength and then see can you bend a little bit more into the front knee. Don't collapse into your thighs. We could easily release and collapse completely. We want to keep that hugging in, keep that action and then bend. So we want to be strong but we want to be stable in our legs. Exhale, release your hands down onto the floor and then begin to straighten your right leg. So this may be where your stack of books come in. And if you need to put a little bit of extra prop in underneath your hands, do that here. Again, stretching out the back of the right leg. Take a deep breath in and lengthen and exhale and bow. Bend back into your front leg and step that back. And we switch sides, left foot forward. Take a moment to settle into your feet, engage the legs so the right knee draws towards the left heel draws back towards the right knee. Hands onto your knee, come up, shoulder blades back, side body long, shoulder blades onto your back. Inhale and reach up. Keep that hugging in action in the legs. We want to keep that the whole time. This is called muscular energy. Take another deep breath in, and then on your exhale, release your hands to the floor. I'm just going to grab my books here. And if you need to place the books underneath your fingertips, keep the hugging in and begin to straighten your left leg. Toes can lift away from the floor. Don't allow your hips to move the whole way back. Your hip stays over your knee. Lengthen up, and you can stay here, stay tall, and just feel into the back of the left leg or bow forward. Inhale, lift up, bend into your left knee. Put the books to the side, press down into your hands, come back to hands and knees, downward dog. Pedal out the legs. And then from down dog, come forward into plank pose. So plank, our shoulders are over our wrists. Engage the muscles in your legs. Press out through your heels like you're trying to lengthen out the backs of the legs. Tone your belly. Do that cough to tone your belly. Keep that and then lengthen forward through the crown of your head. Shoulder blades on your back. A lot of the time when we do plank, I'd see this. This isn't plank pose. This isn't great for your lower back. Lifting the hips, lift that belly. Take a breath in and then lift up and back to downward dog. And when you move from your plank pose to down dog, you shouldn't have to move your legs. Come forward into plank. So your plank pose and your down dog are the same stance. Exhale, downward dog. Once more, inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Come down to your knees. Step your right leg forward. Take your stack of books, fingertips to your books, and this time you can either keep the back knee on the floor or lift the back knee up away from the floor. Activate the legs again. Hug the energy up through the soles of your feet into your pelvis. Draw in. Stay here, bring your hands to your knee. Keep that back leg active. No bend in the knee. Fire up that back leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lengthen into your fingertips. Exhale, hands to your books. And then we're going to start straightening the front leg. So option to have the back knee down. Straighten it any amount. You can bring your thumb into your hip crease and draw that hip back. Lengthen, shoulder blades onto your back. Stay here, or on an exhale, fold forward. Any amount. Inhale, half lift. Drop the back knee down and let's switch sides. Right leg back, I'm going to move my books. Left leg forward. Fingertips on your books. Engage the muscles in your legs. And again, that back leg can be lifted. And if it's lifted, it's active, it's strong, it's fired up. So no bend in the knee. Fire up the back leg. Engage your feet, get long. Stay here, or hands up onto your front knee. Fire up the back leg again, and then inhale, reach up, lengthen up. 3 deep breaths. Lift your heart, lift your face. Exhale and release your hands onto your books. And then slowly begin to straighten your left leg. Any amount, you don't need to get it straight. just working towards straight. And with your left thumb in your hip crease, roll that outer hip back and down. That just helps to square your hips. You can stay nice and tall here, looking forward, or fold forward. Breathe. Keep the legs hugging in, foot to foot here, thigh to thigh, hug them in. Inhale, half lift, drop the back knee down, come back to hands and knees. Just one more round, cat-cow your spine. A couple of times, inhale and exhale. And step your right foot forward between your hands. Take your books, fingertips on your books, to the inside of your right foot. Lift the back leg up away from the floor. But this time, have a look at my left foot. Instead of being up on the toes, step the back foot in so that your back toes are pointing towards the top left-hand corner of your mat. And then use your books. Lengthen your spine. Bring your thumb into your right hip crease. And then you can see my hip is kind of drawing out towards the right because it wants to go there. We want to draw it back and down. Square the hips, lengthen. You could stay here, or you could add in a twist here. With your thumb in your hip crease, begin to turn your belly and ribs towards the right. Turn, turn, turn. Maybe reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. If that feels too much, keep the thumb in the hip crease. Keep the strength in the legs. Exhale and release. Back knee down. Let's switch sides. Left foot forward. Lift the back leg. So we start off in this straight leg lunge and then step the back foot in and place the back heel down on the floor. Begin to straighten both legs. Your right toes facing the top right hand corner of your mat. Bring your left thumb into your hip crease and roll the outer hip back and down. Keep your hips square. Get long through your spine. Breathe here. Maybe stay here. This might be enough. Or add in a twist with your thumb in your hip crease. Begin to turn around towards the left. Maybe reach the left arm up. Breathe here. Exhale and release your hand. Come back, hands and knees. Move your blocks off out of the way. Come to child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Take a rest. You can make a pillow with your arms, allow your head to rest. Breathe into the back of the body. Walk your hands up and come into a seat, maybe cross-legged seat, or you could sit knees together, feet together, place a cushion between your heels and your sit bones. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the sides of your body, roll your shoulders back. Allow your hands to face up. And then close your eyes. And imagine there are pools of water in the palm of your hands. And imagine the water running down off your hands. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, feel the sense of release down through your arms, through the palms of your hands, letting go after the practice. like pools of water in the palms of your hands. Release and let that water trickle away. No need to add anything. You are enough. Feel that in your body. Release anything that does not serve you in this moment. Any tension, any stress. Let it go on the exhale. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, say to yourself, let go. Let go. Let go. You can stay here for as long as you want. This is your practice. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Lift your heart to your hands. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a lovely day. Namaste.